Welcome to the Late Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jonathan Legitsky, and tonight, we're going to talk about the map Standoff. Our special guests tonight are a man of no words, Soapy Scrotum, GG No Re, Pauly D, and the enemy of mouthwash. I'll soon be joined by a pharmacist, a Midwest train conductor, and a 7-year-old. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and meet our first guest. So our first guest tonight is going to be Conductor Fate, aka Half Fate. He's a train conductor in real life, and you can see that translates really well to Halo because he's an excellent hog driver. So he's going to drive me over to rockets, avoiding the drain. Really smart play. I'm going to talk about his driving a lot here because that's really the big focal point of the first 40% of the video. So after getting the first kill on the BR Rock guy, we're trying to swoop around back to our camo and try to play it safe, knowing that their camo is still in play. Looks like he shows his face. It's GunsReloaded, and he ends up killing our camo guy, or our Tri-Rock guy, but our camo guy swoops in from their side, sSyphoN being very smart, pulling the laser and throwing it over to our Trip Rock. Guns ends up grabbing it. As I get the double, we get a little bit of help from 15. You're killing that hog, and now, since we have them 4 dead, it's important that we go back, get the laser, get some sure footing on our side, and Conductor Fate and I put some shots down with this hog. So the enemy team is obviously going to soar out and try to get the laser. Looks like they're burning deaths and pushing stupidly, but really, what else can they do? They can't just sit back and let sSyphoN get situated with that laser. sSyphoN is very, very dangerous with that laser, so allowing him to get comfortable with it is going to be a big mistake. So they have to capitalize on the fact that we are still not set up, but seeing as they pushed from the right side and got killed pretty quickly by Half Fate and I, it looks like they're in a bit of trouble as sSyphoN is now comfortable. They're going to have to play it smart and try not to burn too many deaths. So Half Fate's doing a great job driving very defensively here, trying to keep me alive and trying to essentially just pepper these guys, put down shots, bother them, get a look, and maybe flush them out a bit. Justin YRN moves just enough there for sSyphoN to kill. I get GunsReloaded one shot and kill him. We are drained here, unfortunately, so it's important that we try to get away as quickly as possible. We get stuck here, and I take minimal damage. I do make a huge mistake here. Very bad play. Never, ever get out of the hog like that, even if you're weak. Let the driver drive you away. Focus on staying alive by looking up, but don't ever ditch your post. Abandoning ship is always the last move you want to make with the hog. Right here, though, as I spawn, hold on. Can we get a replay on that? Let's get a replay on that. So, we get naded, and Half Fate body slam spree with that hog. That was actually really, really fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. That looked pretty funny. And, I mean, it's stuff like this. It's the small moments like this when you're playing, even in the sweatiest games against even the best players. It reminds you that this is a game, and you're playing it to have fun. Goofy stuff like that, the small acts you can get in between these sweaty moments, really kind of define the game, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, we're playing for fun. We're only on here because it's fun. I'm not here making money putting up these YouTube videos, and these guys aren't making any money playing these games, so what else is there but just trying to have a good time, trying to play to win. That old, true, unbreakable competitive spirit that some people have. You know, that and just the ability to have fun with your friends. Really, I don't think there's anything better than that, so here's a gameplay dedicated just to having fun. And I think Standoff really encapsulates that, having fun. You know, the dynamic gameplay where you can, in one moment, be driving a hog, and the next moment, you know, running around with a rocket launcher, or team shooting between the rocks, making aggressive pushes, or trying to control your side. This map really encapsulates all that, in my opinion. But the pace is a bit snailish, a bit sluggish, I want to say. You know, we're, right now, what? Almost 4 minutes in, and we only have 16 kills. Only 26 kills total in the whole game, so really, the pace of the game is on the slow side, but, you know, it's a sweaty game, like I said, and we're just trying to get through every play, every minute. And right now, KuKu does make a big play by sticking us. Us now being only up 7. Really dying there was not ideal, but we still have maintained a solid lead, and the second camos and rockets were in play, so it looks like now is the time for us to try to establish some kind of control and really start working together. So I noticed Spree here out on the helipad, and I'm putting shots down on Guns, who is towards top mid. So it looks like he rotated from Tri-Rock, and I get as many good shots on him as possible. I'm trying to laser my focus in on him as our laser guy, who's hanging around on camo, focuses on the other guys, flanking, and potentially trying to get as close to us as possible. So it looks like we are one man down, and I'm trying to kill Guns. I know he's in here lurking somewhere, but sSyphoN spawns on me, so it gives me the hint that Guns actually rotated away somewhere. Now, I don't know where he is yet, because you saw him go in the base, so did I. So, right now, I'm going to try to focus on trying to kill him. My assumption is that he went up top, so I'm going to go check that out. And lo and behold, here he is. I could have probably had that out BR on him, but that drain play he made was actually pretty damn good. So, unfortunately, I do die there, but seeing as I am an impatient player, I'm going to go back and clean up my kill. So, I get a really good team shot going there. I almost choke because I wide. Guns actually pushed out pretty aggressively there, so that was a good aggressive push by him. But we do end up killing him. I trade, and then I'm trying to get back up top as I notice that another guy has pushed from the right side, which is really bad because us getting too focused on Guns on top, that distraction play he made allowed these guys to push up on our side. So I notice the guy in front of our base, and right here, I make a really bad play. I blindly drop on Spree, and he fucking rapes me. Wow. I am just the fucking worst on the fucking toy, baby. The worst on the fucking toy. Spree fucking rapes me. There's no other way of putting that. So, I get raped, I'm demoralized. I go to the rape center and come back really in a matter of seconds. Then I see Spree here, my my accused rapist, and I get my retribution. I get the laser off of him. So now I'm trying to get I don't know, sorry, I'm just having a good time. I get a laser kill on Justin here. And with this last laser shot, I'm hoping to try to get either an easy pick or trying to bait their Warthog, because these guys don't know how many shots I have. So Justin's in our base, and I'm trying to nade this guy out, or whoever's in the base. I think it's Guns, but I try to get as many nades off as possible, and Half-It wants to drive me. So I'm saying to him, you know, I'll get in a sec, but the guy who was in our base, Guns, does end up killing Half-It. There was no way I could have switched to my BR in time, so I had to use that last laser to kill Guns, and seeing as I have no reason to not grab the camo, I grab it. And I get revenge on Spree, but pfft, he almost fucking ninjas me again. God damn, dude. Getting assassinated by Spree twice in one game would have probably driven me to not playing this game ever again. In all seriousness, that would have been pretty bad, but hey, I prevented it the second time, so I guess we're clean. I guess we're even. So I get shots on Justin. This is actually a really poor camo push. I'm essentially just running into fire right now, and I burn the camo. Ideally, you want to be a little more sneaky, a little more inconspicuous with that camo. But I have 15 kills right now. I have almost half our kills, due large in part to Half-Fate's great driving. Unfortunately, I can't rely on his driving right now. I have to rely on my individual skill, which right now is not looking very good because I take a very dumb death to Guns there in our control room. So, I know Guns is still near RBR Rock, and lo and behold, there he is, trying to push out. I try to suppress him as much as possible, throwing nades over, and then pushing. That AR is not enough, and Half-Fate's got my back. I get a little assist there, and then I see Spree pushing over, but once again, we've got a guy on our side, and I'm starting to see now a pattern. We focus in on one guy, 2 of us or 3 of us, and these guys just flip around, flank wide, they get on our side. That's really not a position you want to be in at all, like ever. You don't want to be in a position where you have guys constantly flanking, because really, that is kind of a statement about your awareness and your team setup. You know, you guys are being sloppy if you're not watching out for that kind of stuff. So it's important that at least one person does that. Here, as you can see, my awareness is poor. I literally saw a guy throw a nade from BR Rock, and I completely ignore him. So I'm spinning around, I'm kind of botting out. Half-Fate gets in one shot, calls him out, and I clean him up. And then I notice that sSyphoN's really solid positioning there on their camo might have gotten us a few seconds to push up. So it's important that we capitalize upon that. I'm hesitant here, I'll be honest. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on. I noticed 15 year has pushed up, and really, I probably should have pushed up too in that position, so I wasn't really the best play there. Pardon the Windows pop-up there, but here I notice there is a laser up, and Wally grabs it, and so I try to put down as much suppressive fire as possible. I thought he was going to die there, so I was praying to pick up the laser, but Wally is just a warrior, just getting past the rockets. We got Saving Private Ryan over here, but anyways, he gets away. That's huge. Big pull by him. Being up 7, I noticed sSyphoN is once again pushed up aggressively, and I really wanted to save him here. I did my absolute best to try to keep him alive, but it just didn't work out. So guys, I want to tell you guys just briefly, I am currently taking a break from competitive Halo. I got my 50 in the Halo 3 Arena playlist like a month ago, and since then, I've had almost no desire to pick teams or play matchmaking, so A lot of these films you're going to see are old. This film is actually really, really old. This film is probably over a year old or a couple of years old, so I'm happy to share it, but, you know, right now, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not digging it. But, like I always say, I have a library of unreleased films that I'm ready to put out at any given moment, so don't worry, the uploads aren't going to stop. Just don't expect me to see me on the game too much. I'm really just kind of hoping out for Halo 6 to be good, but for now, I mean, I'll probably just play a little bit of casual Halo here and there, and I'll probably be on Fortnite, but just want to let you guys know that you won't be seeing me much on here. But anyways, I get a good kill on Street with that camo. We're only up 7, and Guns is in our base. I decided to take the trade here because he's got better shots on me. I was weak, so really I'm okay with letting him get away with that. So, being up 7 with 3 kills left to go, this could go either way. We have laser control. Wally was offering me laser earlier because he's not the best with laser, but I was thinking to myself, you know, go ahead and do you, man. Do you. You've hit a few shots. I'm not going to be that guy that's like, oh, see, he misses a shot here. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, give me the laser. You know, like, what kind of jackass would I be if I did that, you know? So Justin's in our base again, and we just didn't pay attention. I take that death. I call him out. And at this point, I'm just like, whatever. All right. Let's just get this game over with. I'm sick of getting flanked. I'm getting peppered from BR-Rock. I'm not even caring at this point. I put shots down on him, and sSyphoN is able to clean him up. And that is it for tonight's show. I know. Shut the fuck up. So anyways, I had 20 kills, 10 deaths, and 11 assists. That's positive 10 and a 31 kill contribution. Thanks in part to Half Fate's amazing driving. Throw down a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to sub if you already haven't. And remember guys, have fun when you play. Later.